We're back. Bears franchise. We're a bit early. We're a minute early than what I'm supposed to, but figured might as well just get on now. Because I got nothing better to do. So if you missed the last stream, don't worry. It's fine. You can find it in the Bears franchise folder on my YouTube playlist. But I'm gonna recap it anyway, so if you just want to hear the recap version, you can just listen in. We had our draft. We had free agency. We had players who we re-signed and we let go. And we had one franchise tag, or not franchise tag, excuse me, fifth-year option. Which was Bernard Cleary, who we ended up declining. Gonna give him a nice little make or break year. Jelani Wood signed with the 49ers. Riley Patterson signed with the Dolphins. Anthony Walker Jr. signed with the Saints. Ooh, Isaiah Hicks now gets an injury season during his rookie season, Hall of Fame class of 2027. Aaron Donald is the only Hall of Famer. Poona Ford signs with the Vikings, and Braden Mann, a punter, signs with the Browns. Am I able to go to, what would it be, depth chart? Oh no, it would be roster. Never mind. Hold on. Am I able to sort by experience? No, I'm only able to sort by age. So age, Mark Jackson, Teddy Linder, Roquan Ferguson, Matt Robb, Kurt Lang, Keenan Ballard, who was our second round pick, Paul Altman, Kevin Belser, who was an undrafted guy, so Dalton Costello, Charles Lawton, Jonathan Hunt, Alex Spiller, Kasim Candidate, Andrew Jaramillo. Well, actually, never mind. He got signed. Peter Hurst, Danny Mack. I'm actually very excited for Danny Mack, by the way. I feel like great things to come from him. Kai Burke, not Brian Colin. Devontae Mathis. I'm trying to look for people we drafted. Adonis Clemens, that was our first round pick. I think that's probably going to do it, more than likely. Oh yeah, we're at 24. I doubt we have anyone else. And then we didn't really sign too many players. We did trade away a lot. Oh, we did sign a few actually because of the trades. As you can see, Daquan Wiggins is no longer here. Unfortunate. Also, you might notice Jadarius Cone. He is a new guy. We did trade a first round pick for him from the Houston Texans, our first one. So pick, what would have been, 17, I believe? We did trade that. I can't remember what we got for Daquan Wiggins. It was like a fourth, maybe a fifth round pick. Now we look at defense. As you may see, Byron Murphy is gone. A lot of teams, in a lot of trade packages I was trying to invest in, with the get offers button, where you can put a player in or a draft pick, and then you can like get offers. Like teams will offer for what you're offering, or like say you're trying to get a specific player from a team, they'll say what they want and make it a lot easier. We ended up getting Clarence Lindsey from a trade with the Patriots, which I believe maybe was where Byron Murphy ended up. I am not positive. Another guy you may notice is missing is Foye Oluokun. We did end up trading him away. We did get a linebacker. I can't remember which one we got out of these two. RJ Parks or the other one. And we did sign the other one. So we traded for one with the Foye trade. And got Jimmy Burton. Jimmy Burton was probably the signed one, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But that's about it. Yeah, I don't think we really did a whole lot more. As you can see, our team looks kind of different, but majority the same. Uh, and we're just kind of hoping Lindsey works out. Which, by the way, we have to change this. He is the 2. Ronald Jones is here. And we will more than likely, excuse me, be moving on from one of these 3 quarterbacks. More than likely not going to be Jadarius Cohn. We did trade first for him. So out of Pat Bailey and Paul Wallen. And it might be Paul Wallen because Pat Bailey had the best preseason performance out of the 3 of these guys. And he only got to play 1 quarter. Paul Walton had a horrible one. 2 for 4, an interception. He went 2 for 4 for 4 yards and an interception. Jadarius Cohn was like 5 for 9 for like 45 yards. Nothing special. But yeah. We also signed whoever this lad is, Brian Gaines. We gave him, I want to say it's a 3-year deal. So him and Ballard and Courtney Ferguson will be holding it down. We also signed Tyquan Lewis just to be a backup. We got this guy as well in a trade, Terrell Griffin. I can't remember what. He may have been the Quan Wiggins trade. And we did draft a kicker to potentially move on from Matt Gay if, things don't work out. We got Lang. Edwards, I don't really know. I think you're probably done. But the issue is, unless if we're going to move on from Matt Gay now, which I don't think we will, I think we're going to be forced to have 2 kickers on the roster because I do not want Lang being signed by another team. So that unfortunately means, one player is going to have to lose out on a spot. And in preseason, we saw some nice plays. We're going to quickly edit our roster, or our depth chart, I should say. We go over to slot corner. That should be Kyler Gordon. Kevin Jones. We signed Murray Shepard, or Marshall Shepard, excuse me. He is going to just hopefully learn behind these guys. All of these are good. I don't know why I'm checking these. Slot receiver should be I actually really like Terrence Kendricks. But also like Paul Reese, so it's a difficult choice. Power halfback should be AJ Dillon, good. We're gonna put you as a 2. And Ronald Jones should be 3rd down. Kenneth Walker as the backup. Kickoff starter doesn't really matter. We got kick and punt returner. We already tried Paul Reese, did not work out, so we've elected for Casey Crompton instead. For preseason at least, this is not confirmed. But Casey Crompton, I would like to also pan into something with us. And yeah, let's just kind of advance week. No one got injured in the preseason, so, well, one person did, but I don't know what happened, but they're fine. Like, it's not an injury or anything. They, at worst, missed the rest of the game. With preseason, you gotta defend a short pass because that's what teams are trying to figure it out. Is like, their quarterbacks and receivers, because majority of teams have their running backs set. You get 1 interception this week. I like that goal a lot. We're gonna go for 24 or less, 200, and 15 first down because we allowed a lot of sacks last week. In case you're curious as well, we did tie with the Jets, but that is because there's no overtime in preseason. Because there's no overtime, so, we weren't able to do anything. But we had a player make an amazing catch that, kept had the tying touchdown. Niles Allen and Danny Mack. Okay, so the guy I want to learn a lot about is going to be injured for this game. I don't know who we're playing, so there's no point in looking. We're playing the Chargers. Okay, I'm broadcasting. I had to make sure I wasn't recording. I was afraid I might have accidentally hit record instead of broadcast. Well, if you are unaware, the NFL schedule also got dropped last night. We now know every game, every time, except week 18, because those are always flex games, you know, for the best teams, like playoff scenarios. Like the Lions and Packers week 18 last season, that was flexed because, you know, both teams were competing for a playoff spot at the time. Ended up the Lions weren't because of the Seahawks, but either way, Green Bay still was. So just expect to see two teams who are fighting for playoffs, or maybe one team fighting for a playoff. Who knows? But yeah, and also there's a pretty good chance I will go see the Packers play this season, in person. If you don't know, I'm a Packers fan, huge Packers fan, I should say. And they're coming to Cincinnati, which is where I live. Probably shouldn't be doxing myself like that, but. And I will more than likely be going to their preseason game. It's the first preseason game of the season. For both teams. I do not believe it is the first preseason game because I believe that is the Hall of Fame game, or whatever it's called, where they play at Canton. But yeah, there's a good chance I go see that since it's preseason. Tickets won't be that expensive, and it's not all the time you get to see your. I get to see the Green Bay Packers play because, you know, of where I live. Teams play each other usually once every 4 years. So, yeah. Like, the Bengals and Packers played, when was it? Not last season, but the one before that. The one where the Bengals made the Super Bowl run. Ronald Jones fumbled, Darren Rivers has an injury. Well, we might get to see our new center who we drafted, I believe, in the third. So yeah, they play every 4 years usually. And that's like a gamble. So I'd say probably once every 8 years or so, I'd be able to see the Packers in person without having to travel. And once I get like a job and like I'm old enough and all that, I might travel a bit more. Because there are a few sports teams around. Like there's the Colts, the Browns. I don't know which team's closer, and this is, you know, go ahead and make fun of me. Between the Steelers and the Eagles, I know they're both based in Pennsylvania. But yeah, I'm maybe not Philly. I don't know if I'd go to Philly. That is a apparently pretty scary place. In terms of their fans, always. Don't give me flights, please. 8 hours and 44 minutes. Okay, maybe not Philadelphia. 4 hours 20. I hope that's not. You know that. But yeah, like 4.5 hours. Like I'd be down to do that. Or I'd get a hotel for the night. Maybe 2 nights, you know, depending on that. Honestly, probably leave at the day before the game. Stay the night at that city. Then watch the game one day. And then, you know, just kind of, ooh, short kick. 51-yarder is going to be short by Wright. I want to say that's Matthew Wright. So yeah. And then, you know, the other day's going to be so. What a play by Calvin Ridley. I do know what team I will be using for Madden 24. Hopefully, I doubt any major transactions are going to happen at this point. So, I'd say probably 98% chance I use a specific team. I've had it in mind. And funny enough, that's where my family's going on vacation, kinda. They're not going to the direct spot, but they're going to be very close to it. My family went last year, before I picked the Bears. Well, I had the Bears in mind. I was more than likely going to be the Bears for Madden 23, and, well, here we are. Before, like, I confirmed it, my family decided to go to Chicago for vacation. And I was like, wow, the team I'm going to be using for Madden is the place where my family's going for vacation. That's insane. And then it happened again. My family's going to the place, or pretty close to where I'm going to be doing for Madden 24. Because I really only had 2 teams in mind. And, for this. And the only spoiler I will give is it's an AFC team. It's time. We're gonna get a fresh air. No longer running in the NFC. We're gonna be moving to the AFC for Madden 24. Darius Cone will play 3rd quarter, by the way, and Pat Bailey will play 4th. In case you're wondering how the quarterback rotation is gonna work. So yeah. It's pretty cool, that, you know, back-to-back years, unfortunately, you know, for Falcons franchise, which was Madden 22, the one I did before this one, we didn't, nah, did we? Yeah, we did go on vacation. My family went, to, Orlando, Florida for, like, yeah. But that was also before, like, I had a lot in my mind about, like, how this was gonna go, and now I feel like I'm taking it more serious. You know, it's interesting that we're going where it's all lining up. And this is unintentionally, like, I get no say in where my family goes for vacation. It's, you know, the adults who get to pick because, you know, they're the ones paying for it. But I at least get to choose if I'm going or not, which, unfortunately, I do not know yet. I am still hesitant because we've gone there a few times. It's pretty boring. Don't worry, I'll say where I'm going on vacation, very soon. I do plan on announcing, my Madden team in the coming days, probably June 1st. But yeah, EA College Football is coming out, right? Not this summer, but next summer. So that doesn't matter. Uh, so, but what I want to do is, I want to, and I don't know if EA will do this. I think it'd be very smart. I feel like it might be like they have to agree on it as well. It's for you to import draft classes from EA College Football, like to link your accounts from EA and like and have them linked. So like, say players and coaches can kind of, you know, be in your series. Because that's what I plan on doing, is I plan on doing 2 series once that comes around. I plan on doing one with EA College Football where I'm going to be a coach, coaching a team. And one where I'm going to obviously be coaching an NFL team. And it'd be cool just to kind of have like an alternate universe where, they're not an alternate, I don't know how to really describe it. Like, where they're linked. Like where my 2 series are linked. Where the draft classes will have players who, you know, were from the college season, like the college and stuff. And obviously that may be tough, because then you're asking like players in real life. Like, I can't think of much college players who are young. Like, say Caleb Bowman, for example, like for Madden 23 and EA's College Football, like that'd be like difficult to do because, you know, you'd have to get their rights to be a Madden. And I don't want to use draft classes that could be could have the same players in it. Unless if, you know, someone makes one for the first 4 years, and then after that, like one person makes 4 different draft classes, and then after that, you know, you're able to like do your thing with your player. I doubt they follow through with that, but either way, it's fine if they don't. I will be disappointed if they don't, though. I feel like that would be such a wasted opportunity. But that's what EA is. They waste opportunities for, you know, cheap alternatives. No offense, EA, but it's true. Oh, let's see it, Matt Gay, because I already know. See, look. Oh no, the punting you's out there. That is not a great punt. Never mind. We'll kneel to half. So yeah, there's the first half for those of you who are curious. My one friend on Snapchat just keeps messaging this group chat and no one's answering, and I think he's seeing everyone like leave it on open. Oh nah, he sent a TikTok. Well, I'm not gonna watch that on the mic. Cause I don't know what that could be for one, and two, I don't know like the guidelines. I don't know if this could get taken down because of it. Like a copyright or something. So I think it's just better to be safe than sorry. Forgot to show you what draft picks we have. So we have some new draft round. We didn't end up using. We didn't end up how the hell do I word this? So we traded down. With what pick did we have? It was like 26. We traded down to 28, netting like a second. We then traded that pick again and got a first for next year. Well, for this year now, but at the time it was next year's. And yeah. And with the 30th pick, or the 31st pick, excuse me, we drafted the right tackle who could potentially replace James Alexander, depending on how James Alexander plays. If you want me to be, I know we had him in like 3D tackles, and one of the D tackles already went. Projected to be like second rounders, like second and third rounders. And even though they actually ended up being first and second rounders in terms of like talent, but I guess teams just didn't scout them as much as I did. I had 5 people favorited. I had 3 D tackles, that right tackle who we ended up drafting in the first. We drafted 1 of the D tackles in the second. That is the guy we saw. And then the pick after the other D tackle I had got drafted to the Bengals. Who actually ended up also have hitting Dev, but was also 2 overalls higher. But either way, I don't really care. Because we still got hidden Dev. Now, unless if he ends up being Superstar or X Factor compared to my guy's Star, then I'm going to be upset. That's what drafting is, it's uncertain. And then we drafted a kicker who I had on my draft board. I want to say it was either with our 6th round, yeah, it was our 6th round pick. So yeah, and that kicker is the guy I was talking about who we're going to keep on the roster no matter what, just because I don't want to lose him. How much time is left? 2:35. Are you for Jadarius Cone? Are you kidding me? He's been screwed with the time. Kinda. He got to play second and third quarter last game, and then Bailey played fourth, Wallen played first. But he's really only getting 2.5 minutes to, which is more than likely going to be 1 drive, and might not even get that drive finished. But it doesn't really matter. Jadarius Cone is going to be on the roster no matter what, because if you spend a first to trade for him, he's gonna be on your roster. Plus he's Superstar Dev. But he's going into a contract year, so hope. He was probably going to be the starter unless if Walton had a very good game. And if he did, he had a pretty solid first half, Walton did. So that may make things a bit confusing. And Jadarius Cone threw 1 pass. I don't know what this offensive coordinator is doing. He's taking the hint that, running in football. But this is preseason, bro. Let's find what we have in our 3 different quarterbacks who are all starters, starting capable. Not to mention, who is this running back? He is running through guys. There's a screen to him. Oh, nah. He's got blockers, too. We are getting torched. I am really hoping this is just preseason mistakes, because this is not going great. Well, we actually we held our starters very well, and their backups are just torching, but that's also because it's our backups. For of course, that's those of you are curious. With these preseason streams, as you may be able to tell, we do not really commentate. It's just kind of, we watch, to find out, you know, who's worthy to be on the team. He really got that pass away. He ain't gonna get that one away, no fumble. 47 is a rookie, and Griffin is also a rookie, I'm pretty sure. So 2 rookies making big plays. The forced fumble and the fumble recovery. Although, why are we still running the ball? Oh. I'm sorry, Jadarius Cone, but it's Pat Bailey's turn. I did do that right. Yeah, it's Pat Bailey and not Paul Warren. I had to make sure. Bailey had the best preseason by far out of everyone, and that is not a great start for him. Nearly threw an interception. Third and 8 for Pat Bailey. Gonna roll out and be sacked. Okay, I guess the Chargers are just that good of a team. Or our O-line is just horrific. That ball's gonna take a bounce down to like the 4. Beautiful pump by Jack Fox. Oh, that. Tried to get a back crack and it just didn't happen. They're gonna get at least 4 yards out of this. I got free. Never mind, that's Tillman. That's not even who their running back has been. Never mind. But as soon as they put that actual running back they've been using, might be an issue. Wide open. Who was guarding 5? Is that Josh Palmer? Hawkins. 22. This Watson guy is doing great. Might give Kenny Pickett a run for his money. Let me lay down in my bed. Oh, dang. Who is that? Griffin is having a great game. Trying to seal himself a roster spot. Man, they're just getting like wide open check down routes. Rolling out, and he's just gonna throw it away. Second attack, incomplete. And, ooh, 27 with the touchdown saving tackle. I'm not even really watching, I'm just on my phone because our defense is getting torched. Like, look at that wide open check route. What my issue is look at them. They're just chewing the fucking clock. I have no issue with you winning. But holy shit, let us fucking get our quarterbacks experience. Yeah! Go on! That's Kyler, right? Or is that Kyle Hamilton? That's Kyler, yeah. I don't know why you're out there. But let's go. First mistake Watson made, really. Whole game. By the way, quarterback I was considering trading for was Russell Wilson. He was on the block, but I understand why. He was like a 73 overall, who's set to make 53 and 54 million over the next 2 years. For a 73 overall who's not gonna play? Hell no. If they wanted to pay the contract, yes, I would absolutely do that deal. But no. Not with that outrageous contract for a backup. And I simply wanted him just to mentor literally all 3 of these quarterbacks would be nice. Alright, Pat Bailey, I see you with the legs. Alright, again. No one's getting open, so you're taking off. Okay, Bailey. Again. If they're not gonna stop it, it's fine by me. Why are we still no-huddling? We have 3 timeouts, and clearly the play call we have is not working. Take a timeout! Thank you. Alright, I really like what I'm seeing out of Pat Bailey. He may have earned the start. There is still one more game though. Oh. Timeout! Why are you running clock? You call a screenplay on 3rd down with the game on the line? Timeout. 4th and 16. This is going to be the game. Let's see it. I don't really care because it's preseason, you know. But I at least want to see a Hail Mary attempt because those are always fun. It didn't even reach the end zone. It was essentially out of bounds. Alright. Pretty good second game. I think for the 3rd game, we're going to have Walton play 1st, Cone play 2nd, Bailey play 3rd, and whatever concerns we have will be 4th. So whoever's, you know, the iffy guy who's making a case. Like, say, Paul Walton has an amazing first quarter compared to Pat Bailey having an average. That would probably warrant one of those guys getting it. Terrence Kendricks, I am hella impressed with him as well. Weaker strategy. Doesn't really matter. Short pass. Damn, bro. Short pass. Force 3+ turnovers, that's a defense, sure. 24 or less. 200. Win turnover battle. If we're going for 3+ turnovers, we might as well get the turnover battle as well. Also, I did adjust the 6 players. Those were not the same guys from last year. Kyler Gordon, Niles Allen. So, Niles Allen. I didn't even think about him. I don't know why I drafted a right tackle. Niles Allen is just kind of rotten. I doubt anyone got injured. Niles Allen didn't. He got injured last practice for 2 weeks. Play full game, even though we're technically not. We're just here for the simulation. We're gonna have to end up, I believe, 53. I believe 12 practice squads. That would make 65. So I believe we're gonna have to cut 10 people after this game. So this is make it or break it for a lot of these guys. Oh, and this is not great that we have to kick off first because that just reduces the time Paul Walton gets. Alrighty, there is Bryce Morgan. Let's look at my phone. Any notifications? No, 10:30 as well. So, you know, this is going a lot faster than I thought it would. Last stream took like 2 hours, 45 minutes. And this one's been how long? It's been like maybe an hour, like at most. 40 minutes, like on the dot. Wow. So this is like that was like a whole Bears franchise episode. I mean, there's not much really to do. Like, we already got the big stuff out of the way. It's now just kind of watching preseason games to see who deserves a roster spot, who deserves a practice squad spot, and who deserves to be gone. And if there's any players I'd be willing to trade, which I don't think there is, I think we've already done a lot of tradings. I might want to, oh, I forgot to show you, I should probably show the picks we have for this year. We have a decent amount of picks. To kind of, like, I believe 4th and 5th round picks, maybe even some 6th in there. But, I mean, draft picks are draft picks, so. And that's going to be 28. That's the new guy! With the pick six, that's what I'm talking about! Clarence Lindsey, the great start. I'm gonna go get me a snack since it's extra point, and it is good. Might as well take you guys with me. Let's find something we can quickly kind of eat that won't. Alright. Alright. Walked to my kitchen, got myself a cheddar jack cheese stick. Cheddar jack is pretty good, by the way. I mean, great. We got Moss as soon as I get back. I'm not gonna say what brand this is because no free promotions. Alright. Should be enough. I'm not even very hungry, I just think it'd be smart just to eat now to kind of get out of the way. 3rd down and 6, and gonna get the 1st down up to the 4-yard line. First and goal from the 4. It's going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs. Kyle Hamilton read it perfectly, baby! We're trying to get to the Super Bowl this year. Not yet. Let me rephrase that. Wow, he's must win the Super Bowl. He fell short last year. I feel like we've only gotten better but worse. I feel like we're moving in a younger direction, but I do feel like that has improved us. So we have guys who are learning the scheme fits, but you know, they're just either like barely worse or like the same or better than these old guys. Like Foye, we were able to replace him and got someone who was actually better, I believe, overall wise. Paul Wall in with what will probably be one drive. Jeez, there are 4 teams with 6 primetime games. Chiefs, Bills don't shock me. Chargers is a bit surprising because I don't feel like they have the biggest fan base. Then Cowboys makes sense, but man, I don't like that. Like, one of the last things I want to do, because I watch all the games I can. Like, that's just how it is. Watching all the night games I can. Whether it's Thursday Night Football on whatever station that's on. No, that's Prime Video. Sunday night, which is on. Uh-oh, Walton, I think you just earned yourself either a backup or you're off the team. Sunday Night Football's on NBC. Thursday night's Prime Video. I just quickly remembered. I don't know if I already said that. And then Monday Night Football's ESPN. I don't have that, but luckily I have NFL Plus, so I'm able to watch it regardless. So yeah. And I am more than likely going to get Sunday tickets. Which hopefully I can find a third device to watch it on. If I can watch 3 games at once, because we're gonna have the actual TV, you know, with the live game. I'm probably gonna have one on my phone with NFL Plus, and I don't have a spare TV or anything I can. I'm trying to think. Well, it's not a big deal. If my mom's not home, I can just watch on her TV and just kind of walk through the rooms. Alright, second quarter now been confirmed. We're gonna go ahead and put Jadarius Cone in. Don't worry, Wallen, you can hold the ball though. For like kicks, if we happen to get any. Well, that might be a touchdown for Devontae Adams, down to the 1. Wow, they passed it. That actually threw me off guard. Incomplete. Devontae Adams almost made one of the best plays I've ever seen, and it sucks that it would have been preseason, but either way, a play is a play. Oh, it's another pass. I was expecting... Really? I was expecting Josh Jacobs run both plays. They didn't. They elected to go against it both times. Anyway, Raiders take a 10-7 lead. Had to make sure they made the extra point. What would be a third device? I have a PS4 and a PS5. Maybe I could watch it on my Switch. I don't know if that's doable. But hey, I gotta find a way to watch all these games, because trying to make it big in that, you know, I do power rankings and predictions once every week during the NFL season. And unfortunately, I want to be an analyst. That's like my dream job, is to work as an analyst for the NFL. But unfortunately, you need a college degree, and I don't think I'm really going to go to college, so I'm probably going to have to be independent. Because I plan on being heating and cooling is the profession I want to go down. Nice paying. Not a lot of people do it because it's, you know, a weird job. There's a few things maybe. I don't know if trade school is exactly like college, but I do also want to like learn how to do plumbing if I can as well. I'm probably not going to go into the business of plumbing, but I think it'd just be, you know, fun to know how to do that, because that would save a lot of money. Another thing I want to do is roofing, because, kind of just want to get over my fear of heights in a way. I don't have a fear of heights, but I also do. Like, for example, like a roller coaster. I don't really care about that because I feel safe, but like walking on the edge of the roof, I'll do it, but like, man, I fucking shiver. So I feel like that'd be fun. Like, it's kind of helped me get over my fear. And I wouldn't really say it's much of a fear, actually. I feel like fears are like, you are afraid of it. Nah, actually, I feel like it is a fear, and I feel like a phobia is like, you won't do it. Like, if you have a phobia of spiders, you'll like fucking take off running if you see a spider. Which I don't have a fear of spiders. Or a phobia, or a fear, really. I feel bad for killing them, because like, what did they do? But like, you're in my house, man. Like, find somewhere else to live. Yeah, I'd say, and also like a diving board. I don't really get afraid of that, but also kinda. Like, I'm fine, but once the bars disappear and you get to the bouncy part, it's like, I mean, I don't really care. I still do it anyway, and the fear disappears quickly. It's like once I do it once, it's like, all right, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think that's really it for fears. I wouldn't even say fears. I feel like fears is, not a fan of. I'm not a fan of heights, and I'm not a fan of, what was the other one I was just talking about? Was it only heights? And I wouldn't even say I'm afraid of. It's just like, if I can, I'm gonna avoid it. Like, if I don't trust it. But majority of the time, it's cool, you know? Because roller coasters, I trust. Specific ones. Like, I don't ride fucking roller coasters at, like, county fairs. Because one, they're just boring in the line. Like, it's not worth it. And two, I don't know why I said county fairs. Like, fairs in general, I don't even know. Oh, that's Kyle Hamilton. He's off to the races. But yeah, like I just don't trust those because they're not really professional. Plus, like the line for them is not worth it. Plus, I don't really go there to do rides anyway. I go there to like either just have a good time with like family, because that's usually who goes. Or to just like play some like carnival games, cause I don't like spending money on them. But like if I'm using someone else's money, I'll enjoy them. Like for example, there was not many fun games to a fair I went to like earlier. Like it was like before Halloween, I believe, like late September, early October time. I went to a fair. They didn't have a whole lot that interests me. I hated it. It was country. Like when I say country, I don't mean country. I mean like they had country music playing. It was like, why'd you pick country out of all music? Why is Nick Bosa in coverage? But yeah, the only thing I ended up doing was like throw a dart at a balloon, which I'm pretty good at throwing darts, by the way. I have like a knockoff dartboard. It's like football, and it has like freaking plastic and what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Velcro. Like Velcro around it. The ball was just broke and the Velcro just kept falling off, so I ended up just throwing the balls away, and keeping the dartboard because it looks kind of cool, you know, with football. Makes sense to have in my room. It's just hanging on my door that leads to my hallway. Obviously I don't use it because it's not an actual dartboard. But my dad, who I don't talk to, by the way, but I used to visit his house for like once a day, once a week. And he had a dartboard. He also had a pool table. So it would have been sick as hell to, you know, I would love to have those. We have an arcade machine down in my basement. It doesn't work, but like, I'd so love to have that work. It's pinball. Like, I'm not a big fan of pinball, but stuff like that's just cool. Like, I have a mini Pac-Man machine that like works and everything. I think it's like supposed to be a keychain, but I don't have it. I just have it like sitting on like my display shelf that I just kind of play whenever. Yeah, it's hold on. It is Pat Bailey's turn. Don't worry, Jarius Cone, you can hold the ball. But yeah, those would be sick. He had a weird pool table though, I'll say. Like, it wasn't the traditional like code balls. He had 8 balls, 4 red, 4 yellow. So I'm guessing there was like a game with that I never heard of. But yeah, and then he had a dartboard, which was sick. I'd love to have one of those. I know one of my friends who I talk to online. I don't know him in real life. Bro does not live anywhere near me. Whole different state. Not gonna say where though. Not trying to dox my friend. But yeah, he has a dartboard. He's got a mini basketball hoop. I used to have one of those, but it got boring kinda because I grew up. Now I have an actual basketball hoop outside that I rarely use because of where I live. I live on a hill, so the ball can get lost easily, and also the neighbors. Normally when I play, unless there's someone there, always ask to play with me, and I don't want to be that guy and just say no. Like, I'm just trying to vibe out on my own. Cause also, the last time I did on my own, I was smart about it. They avoided me because they could tell I was talking to someone like through my headphone. So yeah, that was a nice little time to speak to people. But yeah, what else? What was I even talking about? I already forget. Talking about basketball, we went from like me not being a fan of heights to basketball. Oh, dartboard. Yeah, it'd be nice to have one of those. And a pool table. I don't know what I could do with a pool table, because I don't think anyone would really play that, because, I lost contact with the majority of my friends. Well, I should say all of them. That's just kind of how I always was. I was a school and then online friend. Like, I talked to you while you were on school, and then I had 2 friends, you know, school friends, online friends. During school, talk to my school friends. Outside of school, it'd be my online friends. And my school friends never stuck. Because they'd always move, you know, we always end up moving classes or school. There was one friend who I really enjoyed in the 6th grade, who we tried to make work. We played like Roblox together with me, and his cousin who I actually had a class with as well. Very, very nice guys, I must say. Unfortunately, all of my friends from 6th grade who were like, I'd say, were my closest at the time, they ended up going to a different school. That I didn't pass the test for. I was the only one who didn't pass the test for. Went to a different school. Lost contact with them. Turns out, one of those people I used to talk to was a furry. Well, is a furry. I don't want to say I dodged a bullet because that sounds messed up. I don't like furries. I don't. I'll keep it plain and simple. I don't like furries. I'm not gonna commit a hate crime because of it or anything. I'm just gonna keep it out there. Not a fan. Go on, commit. Go on. Down to 35. Get mad at me all you want for that. Just not a fan of them. So I dodged a bullet with that one. It wasn't the person I talked to, and played Roblox with. But yeah, we just I ended up not really talking to him after, like, past this summer because of school. But yeah, they were cool dudes. And then 8th grade hurt the most. That was like, I was friends with a lot of people. And then, that's just how it went. I went to a different school for 7th and 9th grade because the one I previously went to ended at 6. Like, it was elementary, and then junior high and high school is the next one. I went 7th, 8th, and 9th. 7th and 8th, great friends I had. You share a classroom with 7th and 8th graders, so. And then I stayed specifically for a few people. Turns out I got, like this one person specifically asked me to stay because I didn't want to be lonely. Like, sure, yeah, I'll stay. And I got a class of a few people from my old class. Like, the only one I really got was Spanish, and I did not like Spanish, of course. We were forced to speak in a different language, and the teacher was kind of strict in that class. Plus, for some reason, I literally sat alone in every class except one. And that was algebra. So, like, yay, I guess. And that was just like BS. How do I get, like, how am I sitting alone in every class? This has to be scripted. And or something. Or they thought I was really smart and wanted me to learn the best. One of the two. I'm not sure which one. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's neither. I'm not a bad person, and nor am I smart, nor do I really care. No. Okay, well, looks like someone will be the quarterback. I wanted to make a Jadarius Cone, but it looks like we're gonna be stuck watching. So unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Thank you, game. Who is the quarterback? It is Jadarius Cone. I didn't even have to do anything. So Paul Wall, I think, has earned himself the bench. I don't know if I want to trade him away because the one team who the one team who gave me an offer I liked was the Vikings. Was it? It might have been the Packers. It was the division team, and I'm sure you can understand why I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it's between Pat Bailey and Jadarius Cone, who's been inconsistent. I might just give the start to Cone because he's on a one-year deal. Like, prove it year. Because I'm guessing the Texans declined his 5th-year option. Because he was a first-round pick, I'm pretty sure. I think it was like pick 25 or something. So yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. You know, once you kind of move schools, I just kind of stopped talking to him because I can't really talk to him anymore because we don't like see each other. And, like, yeah. But and that's probably what's gonna happen with my online friends as well. They're either gonna stray away from video games or they're gonna be too busy, and Unfortunately, I think I might be the first because I am the oldest out of the people I talk to. By a decent margin, kinda. Like a few months. Not a few months, like 9 months. We're all around the same age though. Like, I'm 16. Uh, one of them's 16, and two of them are 15, but they're about to turn 16. So, before I turn 17, so it's like we're all gonna be the same age at one point, which, you know, it's fine. I'm not like a creep or anything. But yeah, I do enjoy the people I play with now. In a way. The only issue is one of them thinks, like, one of them enjoys playing, like, one game. And, like, none of us enjoy it. And specifically, we don't have it because of him. And he's, like, always complaining, like, why we don't conversate. And it's just kind of because, well, we play games. We're not really on that level. We don't have, like, stuff to talk about. Like, we live in different parts of the North America. I'll just say that. The 4 people I talk to, all North America. That's all you get. But yeah, because we don't, like, I can't talk to them like I did my school friends, because, like, my school friends, like, we could talk about, like, stuff, because we did the same stuff. Kinda. Like, we could talk about school stuff, or, like, what we did over the weekend, because, you know, it was like that. And we all liked the same game. It was Fortnite at the time, because Fortnite was, you know, fucking popular shit. This was Season 1 Fortnite, you know, peak Fortnite, when everyone loved it. Alright, let's look back at the screen. Sorry, I was, doing something. Oh, they're gonna get the ball back. Yikes. I don't want that. But, eh. They're gonna have to go 95 or 85 yards, excuse me. So, geez, 24-0. The Giants got a big old 0 on the board. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think we'll start Jadarius Cone. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna really do as well as we did last year. Obviously, that's what the goal is. I think we're actually gonna change our goal to 7 wins. Because our team just isn't doing, like, as well, I feel like, this preseason. I think we're gonna make our season goal probably 7 wins. Oh, JD Carter, that sucks. Getting injured on the last week of the preseason, especially if you're gonna make a roster. What a play by Kyra Gordon. That's just him. 4 for 7. This is a game. This is the motherfucking game. Oh! Almost caught it. Kyra Gordon again with great coverage. 1 kneel down, maybe 2. I don't know what they're gonna do. So yep, see, they're gonna take the timeout for no reason. It's 11:04. And there we go. So that's going to do it for our preseason. We do have one more week, which is going to be where we grab our pair of scissors and we cut some people. This is both favorite and least favorite because this gets me hyped. This is like, all right, I get to, you know, like make choices. Kelvin Belser, you're our practice squad quarterback. Welcome to the team. We're going to go by position. So we got our 3 quarterbacks and our 4th going to be the practice squad. Running back, we have 5. Unfortunately, Peter Hurst, you are going to be practice squad. Fullback, we don't have any. Wide receiver, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kai Burke, you are going to be practice squad. And unfortunately, we can't put anyone else on. You know what, actually, Terrence Kendricks. Ooh, but you had a pretty solid preseason. Casey Crompton, practice squad. There we go. We have a quarterback, running back, and 2 receivers. Tight end, we always put an O-line or a tight end. We're going to do Jimmy Andrews. Casine candidate. Left tackle, we're always going to have 1. 1, 2, 3. We should only have 3. Which means Raekwon Ferguson, congrats. Mark Jackson, unfortunately, you will not be making the team. Left guard, 1 is fine. Center, we should have 2, maybe 3. Robert Hainsey, we did sign you, but we did draft a center who's going to end up being your downfall. Right tackle, 2. We have 3, and I really don't want to cut any of these guys. We'll circle back. Left end, 2 is fine. Right end, Steven Allen, you will be practice squad. D tackle, we do want to have 1 on practice squad. So Teddy Linder, just because you have practice squad. 1, 2, 3. Chad Rogers, we are going to cut you. Matt Rab, you are going to be practice squad. Middle linebacker, 1, 2, 3. I do not want to have Dalton Costello. Well, you can be practice squad because we always do. Right side linebacker. Jonathan Hunt doesn't meet your standards. I really want to keep Jonathan Hunt. I really thought he'd be a great guy. We're gonna circle back to him as well. Cornerback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 no matter what. Kareem Watson, you are going to end up getting cut. Charles Lawton, you are a young guy, so we'll put you on practice squad. You can get some experience. Safety should be what? That is a lot of safeties. Alright, Devontae Mathis, we're gonna end up cutting you. Alex Bill, you're gonna end up being on the practice squad. Strong safety. Ryan Neal, we're gonna end up cutting you. Kicker, Clay Edwards, we're gonna end up cutting you. Punter. Okay, we need 3 more. Recommended, Jonathan Hunt. Jonathan Hunt, we're gonna cut you. I'm sorry. Our practice squad is full, which is kind of concerning. So let's go ahead and go to practice squad quickly. And there should be a safety. Spiller, we're going to end up cutting you. I'm sorry. But like I said, with the extra uh, spot saved for the kicker. And last, definitely not least, they're encouraging us to cut Matt Gay, which I find interesting. Mm, I don't think I can bring myself to. 6 receivers seems like a lot. Left tackle, or was it right tackle? I think Niles Allen is just going to be traded. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have a role on this team. But he is a young guy, star dev, rookie contract, so there's a chance that teams like will offer you decent for him. I forgot they're only gonna offer players. I don't want this. I want picks. Actually, Niles Allen is very versatile. We're gonna keep Niles Allen, and we're gonna cut Al Maynard. And we're gonna move Niles Allen to left tackle because he can play left tackle as well. There we go. So we dodged a bullet. I really did not want to get rid of him. And save the changes. You are now a left tackle. That does switch this up a bit. I don't know why James Alexander's over here now. When it should be Braxton Jones. Paul Reese, I'm sorry, man. You are not going to be the returner. A few of these got switched up, which is completely fine. We just got to go ahead and fix those right now since it's live. I'm not worried about time. We go ahead, left tackle should be not James Alexander. Where are you? Braxton Jones. Then we go ahead. What was it I saw? It was kick returner. Unfortunately, Kendricks, you did not like earn returning, so it's gonna be Darren Moody again. But you can be the backup. I mean, uh, kickoff starter doesn't matter. Long snapper doesn't matter. I know slot receiver was messed up. That should be like this. And voila. Oh, and finally, the biggest one of all. Goodbye, Paul Walton. Jadarius Cone is QB1. Pat Bailey will be QB2. Paul Walton's all the way down to quarterback number 3. If you cannot tell, we lost confidence in him big time. But that's gonna do it for this stream. Oh, actually, let's spend some staff points. We gotta get offensive coordinator back, don't we? Boost awareness for offensive linemen? Nah, that doesn't really do a whole lot, does it? What is over here with defensive coordinator? Boost fresh press for cornerbacks? Absolutely. Alright, that is going to do it now. I hope you enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys next time on Monday. For our final season in a way. So I have decided we are going to one more season in the same concept we did. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so basically, there's two types of seasons I do with series. There's the first one, which is this, where for the first 4, sometimes 5 years, we just watch games that are interesting. The games that are like bad, like say there's like a 2-win team versus a 9-win team like us. We wouldn't watch that. Say we're 9 wins, they're 2 wins. We would just simulate that game. But then once we get towards the later, Madden, the new Madden, I want to get as many episodes as I can as possible. And what we do is we stream every episode. Is just simulating every individual game. We don't watch them, we sim them. So it's basically a full season. Just simming the games. It's just stats and all that. And then we do the same off season, but we have all the preseason games into one. So there's no more part 1 and part 2 of the off season. It's just one off season. One regular season, one off season, one regular season, off season. Back and forth until the new series of Madden 24. So, for example, just because Madden 24 comes out doesn't mean we're gonna stop here. Like we did it until the 53-man roster came out for Madden 23. We did Falcons franchise because I wanted the official 53-man roster. We're gonna do the same exact thing, unless there is a major update that will be announced, like how the scouting update was for Madden 22. I waited specifically for that to start Falcons franchise to have the new scouting. So if there's an update like that, say more scenarios, press conferences and all that, but you can only access them if you start a new franchise. We will wait until that, if that's the first update. Now, if it's the second or third, we won't care enough to wait that long. But if it's first, yeah. So that'll be when the new series starts. Is when the 53-man roster and 12 practice squad is added to Madden 24, or the first the 3 big updates. Depending on what the update will be, if it's worth waiting or not. Obviously for this one, it wasn't worth waiting. Well, I believe they updated free agency, but it didn't matter because existing franchises also got it. So I hope you enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys next time, which will be Monday, where we will play Week 1 against the Steelers, because we always play every Week 1 game. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you then.